to get a chance to work with Formula One Ferrari or BMW Mini Cooper. Okay, so these are actually a city. It's a very historical city, I would say. It's the second oldest city in the whole UK. So imagine and see the buildings are like this, but you will have our university that's looking very modern. So this is our university. This is how it looks like. Okay, so I would say it's one of the modern universities at Oxford City, yeah? So we are top 19 individual subject area. The top is accounting, architecture, as I mentioned. We have got biological science as well and business management. So these are the four topic. And we have got hospitality and leisure management school, which is kind of getting famous. We have got received quite a number of awards this year, 2024. Okay, I would say we are one of the top 50 institutions under the Guardian League tables. And in total, 19% of our population are international students. So you would not feel left out, or there is definitely no, you know, some students find it's like, oh, it's difficult to understand the English because most of them are local. You will not feel that at all because Oxford University is very diversified. Okay, and we are ranked as 5th in the UK for teaching as well. So if you're looking at MBA, our programs are top 20 in the world and 7th in Europe. So we are there pretty much, and we have got quite a number of programs that comes with the placement year as well. Okay, let's look at our faculties. We have got about 4 faculties. The first one is the business school. We have got all the business programs and the hospitality, actually the hotel management and event management. It actually falls under the Oxford Brookes Business School as well. Okay, second one is the Faculty of Health and Life Sciences. We have got biomedical sciences, we have got nursing, we have got psychology, and we have got a Department of Sports Health Science, and as well as social work. Okay, the third one is Faculty of Humanities and Social Sciences, whereby we have got the School of Education over there and School of Law. School of Law is, I must mention here, School of Law is one of the oldest programs at Oxford Brookes. Yeah, the founder, he himself is a lawyer. So if you will find that's the only one building that looks like a museum theater, but it's actually a School of Law. Okay, and the fourth faculty is the Faculty of Technologies, Design and Environment, whereby we have got the architecture programs and as well as engineering program, IT, architecture, engineering, that falls under the Faculty of Technology. Okay, these are our subject areas. Okay, you can get all the subjects listed in our website, the best place to look at it. About our university, our Haddington campus is our main campus. Easy access, that means a bus from Heathrow Airport straight, it stops at the entrance of this building. So it's very much easy for students to come from the airport, just drag their bags all the way in and meet the international office. Yeah, and in this main campus, we have got our library, which is 24 hours accessible. We have got food outlets, we have got our Brookes Union, we have got shops, we have got hospitals, we have got dental facilities, and literally we also have got, what do you call that, a little mosque in the campus itself. Yeah, these are for the Muslim students who want to do prayers. So Wheatley campus is actually where the engineering school is, and which is actually just a walking distance. Okay. And Swindon campus is actually for the nursing student and biomedical students. So a lot of labs available at this place. And we can have a virtual tour. All these websites are available. You can, in fact, go to YouTube and just type in Oxford Brookes virtual tour. You'll get quite a number of videos that was created by the students and also by the university. Okay. So how can I come to Oxford Brookes? Okay, So there are actually three pathways to come into a direct application for our direct undergraduate program. Okay, so one is you definitely need a foundation, at least a 1-year foundation, and then you come and join a direct degree. Or you can do a 4 years integrated foundation, meaning 1 year of a foundation at Oxford Brookes and continue to do 3 years of your degree with us. So in total, there will be 4 years. Okay. Or you can choose the third option, which is a direct undergraduate. That means you come to us from a foundation or a diploma at your university at Myanmar, and then come to us for a year 1 application. So these are the three pathways for undergraduate. Talking about postgraduate, we have got a direct application postgraduate. That means in order for you to join our master program, you need to have a minimum of 2.8 CGPA. If, let's say, you do not meet the entry requirement, it's either the English or your degree is not equivalent with our degree programs at Brookes, then probably you will need to do a pre-master program in order to join a postgraduate program. So literally, it will be a 2 years program. Normally, our postgraduate is 1 year. But if you do not meet the entry requirement, then you will be able to join us for 2 years. Okay, so at the moment, I can't see the screen. If you have got typed in or if you have got any question, just put it in first and I will explain to you further later on. Okay, IELTS is compulsory depending on the kind of program. Our minimum entry requirement for IELTS is 5.5 for pre-masters, but if it's for degree and masters, 6 is a minimum. And most science-related programs like engineering, architecture, you need a minimum of 6.5 entry for IELTS. Okay, some programs requires portfolio. Some programs don't require a portfolio. So depending on the kind of program, so you'll be applying. Okay, and we do also have got a pre-sessional English course for students who have got difficulties in or could not master or even IELTS. If you think that, I think I'm going to come in to do a pre-sessional English program and then continue with my degree or with my master's. Yes, you're very much welcome to do it. Our courses are actually 6 to 36 weeks or we have got 6 to 12 weeks. So it depends on your entry qualification. So in this pre-sessional English course, basically you will be learning how to do a writing, reading, academic, grammatical, and as well as language development, listening, speaking, and research. So it is similar to IELTS, but if you could not do your IELTS, then you can come to us to do a pre-sessional English program. Okay, and these pre-sessional English courses, we have got 4 intakes, which is in September, January, June, and July. Okay, and if you want to have more information about these programs, just log in and type the pre-sessional English course, and you will see the kind of entry levels that you will be entitled for. Okay, and which level should take this? It's pretty early for me to explain this, but if, let's say, if your IELTS level is about 4.5, okay, at least 4.0 in the skill area, like, listening, writing, and stuff like that, then you need to do a 24 weeks, and we only have 1 intake, which is in September. That's how you see this chart. Okay, if, let's say, in your IELTS, you have got 5.5, 5.0, you need to meet 6 or 6.5, right? Then you only have to do a 12 weeks program. We have got 3 intakes, which is in September, January, or June. And do bear that we do have got programs as distance learning, so you can complete this program before coming to us for your degree or your master's. All right. As I mentioned earlier, we have got quite a number of programs that comes with placement. So that's why we are one of the famous university that provides job placement. So it is part of your program. For example, if you're coming to us to do a business marketing, for instance, digital marketing, for instance, then you can either choose a master's, which is only for 1 year, or you can opt to do 2 years master's, whereby you will still do 1 year of your study. The other year is actually dedicated for work placement. So during your work placement, you are just paying an extension of your visa, which is about 1,500 to 2,000 pounds at the first year that you are coming in. The second year, when you're doing your job placement, you do not have to pay the university anything, okay? Because you're not studying, you're working, so you get salary, and you're not getting an internship salary, you get a full-term salary. The only expenses that will incur is your accommodation, because instead of you staying with us for 1 year, you decide to stay with us for 2 years. So you'll be paying for your accommodation, which is kind of affordable because you get to work, you earn the money, and you pay for your second year. Upon completion of your work placement, only then you'll be getting your master's, okay? So we do have got a degree program that comes with a placement year as well. So let's say if you want to take up a work placement, then you have to choose a 2-year degree, okay? That means if a student has completed a diploma in your country, then you can choose year 2 as entry, so that you get to do 1 year of a study, another year of a job placement. And then you come back and you complete your study. So again, you study for 2 years, 1 year of placement. Let's see. So career service, we are talking about placement, right? So placement is done by the university, but if the student feels like I want to apply on my own as well, then you are most welcome, but you have to provide all the information. You have to provide all the information to the student, to the international office, okay? And so the career service is actually one of the very effective department, because why? We have quite a number of placement, right? So literally, the career service department actually helps students to even get jobs part-time while you're doing your studies. So they help you with a CV, they help you with getting you a job, getting you into an interview, preparing you for an interview. They also help you to, let's say you're already in a job, and instead of you doing marketing, for instance, okay, if you're supposed to do content creating, for example, but once you land in the job and they are not giving you a job that's related with content creating, but you end up doing photostating or data entry, you can always come back to our career service department and tell them, hey, this is what I've signed up for, but I'm just not learning anything. Then the career service will actually change your job or change your role in that particular company. So it is an ongoing services that we provide as long as the student is on the job placement. How's the tuition fees going to look like? Okay, this is the crucial one. So our fees actually range between 15,800 to 17,900 pounds for undergraduate, and for the postgraduate, it costs you about 16,400 to 19,400. Okay, so this is the tuition fees range, and we do have got 2,000 pound scholarship for this year 2024 and next year 2025. So as long as you meet our deadline, that means you pay a deposit within the time frame, then you will be eligible for the 2,000 pound scholarship. Okay, and this year I've got extended our scholarship from 2,000 to 1,000. That means after the deadline, the student will be still getting a 1,000 pounds scholarship, as long as they still pay their deposit on the extended. Yeah. Okay, the living cost. How much will it cost you in order for you to study in Oxford? Okay, so the living cost, that is inclusive of your accommodation, of your food, your clothing, socializing, entertainment, traveling within London. Oxford to London is just 1 hour, right? So in and out. it will cost you about £1,000 per month. Okay, these are the allocation most parents wants to know. How much do I need to allocate if my child is studying at Oxford Brookes? So it's about £1,000 per month. But food, £60 per week is quite hard, but you can still save if you are doing your own cooking and stuff like that. Okay, and we provide free transportation. That means we have got free bus pass, whereby student gets to travel in Oxford City for free. And if you want to travel to London, because some student gets a job placement, right? So in order for you to travel to London, you get about £80 for 1 year bus pass. So you only pay £80 and you get to go in and out of London. So it's easy access for you to get more job opportunities while you're working part-time or even during your job placement. Okay, and that we do also provide free laundry services. That means you don't have to pay for your laundry. Okay, you just have to come down to the laundry room and just use the machine there. So you kind of cut some costs over there. Okay, our accommodation, we provide accommodation. We guarantee accommodation if the student apply within the deadline, and it's 24/7 accessible. We have in total about 10 halls at the moment, and they were building more halls last year, which is subject to finish this year. Okay, so this accommodation is inclusive of the utility bills. It's inclusive of water bill, electric bill, gas bill, Wi-Fi is free, and in fact, laundry is also covered in it. And most of these rooms are actually en suite. That means you get your own personal room, you get your own toilet, you get your own room, you get your own bed. There's no sharing. It looks similar to this. Okay, this is how it looks like. So you will have your own toilet. So you'll be only do a sharing with your kitchen, for your kitchen, and as well as a living room, your TV area, which is, I find it's pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Besides all this, we have got Brookes Union. That means a student who becomes Oxford Brookes student, you will get a Brookes Union kind of advantages. Like, for example, you get to in our clubs and societies, we have got a lot of activities that takes place. The other thing is actually, as Oxford Brookes Union, we fall under them, right? You get access to Oxford University Library as well. Okay, if you have heard about the Harry Potter Library, yeah, that is located at Oxford University. And because you fall under the Brookes Union, you get access to this library. So in a way, you get access to the Oxford University. Okay, and there's a lot of activities that takes place. So it's a very lively university, I would say. We just look at this. Yeah. Eventually, every summer, it's power pack, and activities and sports takes place for those students who has not gone back, who stay on behind. Okay, we are kind of famous for sports as well. We are famous for our rowing, and we have got quite a big swimming pool, and our gym is super, super huge, I would say. Okay, how do you apply to our university? Okay, we have got 3 ways of applying. We have got one is direct application, we have got UCAS application, and of course, since you guys are coming from the EEBS, so we have got agent application through agent portal. So all you have to do is, once you're ready, you want to venture about Oxford Brookes University, speak to our expert education staff and get them to guide you through on what are the documents that is required to apply. Okay, what do you need? Your qualifications ready. You need to have your English language documentation, which is IELTS. You will need a personal statement. Okay, we have got sample of personal statements on how to write, the tips on how to write a personal statement at our website. Just go to our Oxford Brookes website and just type that personal statement, and then you will get all the links. Okay, we need to know, why do you want to study this particular program and why to apply with Oxford Brookes. We basically want to assess your English level in here. So no copy and paste, no chat AI, because they get system to check on that as well. Okay. And the other thing is we want to make sure that students are coming to us to complete the studies. So personal statement is very important for us to evaluate why you are applying with us. Okay, and for Myanmar, yes, reference is a compulsory. At the moment, they have requested for 2 references. Some have applied for 1 references, so we are trying to find a way. Okay, so it's good to have 2 references for your application. Okay, we have got an international student advice team, which will actually help you with your preparation and before coming to us, what are the things that you need to do. And also we will introduce you to a global buddy scheme, whereby we will introduce you to a group of students at Oxford Brookes. It's like the student ambassador kind of thing, the senior students who is currently at Oxford Brookes. You get to speak to them, meet them online before fly to us in September. Okay, this is kind of like helping you to prep. Like sometimes you'll be like shy to ask the university stuff, like what are the things that I need to bring? Where can I get things? Like where do I do grocery shopping? So the best is you feel like more comfortable checking all this information with another student. So it's basically you're creating a friendship before coming to Oxford Brookes. And this is actually a very successful project. And I believe that you will actually find the comfort before coming to us. Okay, so this is our international student advice team, 5 of them, and there's another 3 more, which is not here in this picture. Okay, so visa applications. So what you need to do is when you make an application, make sure you have got all the documents intact, put in the application, wait for the offer. Once you get the offer, you will definitely get a conditional offer, which is the condition will be to pay a deposit in order for you to get to apply for a visa. So once you get a conditional offer, you pay your fees within the deadline, then that offer will be converted to unconditional offer letter. So this unconditional offer will actually to the next process, which is your CAS invitation. A confirmation from the university for you to apply for your visa. Okay, so all this actually takes place within the timeline of July to August. Okay, so that you can come into us in September. So now, when do you start applying to us? I would suggest to put in your application as early as by March, to be in the safe side, especially if you're coming with whereby you need to submit your portfolio. It's best to put in your application by March so that you have got enough room for your offer or any other supporting documents and time for you to prepare your deposit. Okay, if you want to have more information about our international student unit, you can actually email to them. It's isct@brookes.ac.uk. All this information is actually available in our website. Okay, these are a few of our students and what do they say about it. That's all for today. So let me stop sharing. Maybe I can see you. Do I have questions?
Your presentation is really perfect and we got a lot of information. So we are going to the question and answer session right now.
Okay, sure.
မေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးရှင်လေကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Zoom ရဲ့ချက်ပေါက်မှာတိုင်ပင်ရိုက်ပြီးမေးလို့ရတယ်မြို့ဖွင့်ပြီးတော့လည်းမေးလို့ရပါတယ်
Try to learn some Myanmar language soon, so it's easy for me to understand.
မေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးရှင် Zoom မှာတိုင်ပင်ရိုက်ပြီးမေးလို့ရတယ်မြို့ဖွင့်ပြီးတော့လည်းမေးလို့ရပါတယ်မေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးများရှိတာမသိဘူးเนาะ
Does OBU accept students who have only completed ACCA Part 2 to join. Oh, no, dear. We have got, if you have done an ACCA, we do an exemption. I think it's about 9 papers. As long as you have completed 9 to 12 papers, they look at the results and
No,
only
they are
then
not
they
coming yet. 404, right? Not coming yet.
Hello.
Yeah. So if there is no bachelor, they will look at your ACCA because ACCA has got an exemption, which is 9 to 12 papers. So they will look at the marks and as well as your ACCA total of numbers of papers that you have completed. Only then they will let you know whether you can join a master's or not.
ဟိုနောက်ထပ်သိချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးများရှိသလားမသိဘူးเนาะသိချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းရှိရင်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဇုံရဲ့ချက်ပေါက်မှာတိုင်ပင်ရိုက်ပြီးမေးလို့ရလို့မြို့ဖွင့်ပြီးတော့လည်းမေးလို့ရပါတယ်
And master students apply for work placement and the salary will be able to vary. Yes, definitely. So you have to apply for a master that has got a job placement available. Okay, like for example, international business program or business entrepreneurship might not have a placement, but marketing or business and management will have a placement. So you choose a program that comes with a placement. Yes, you can apply. So when you're making an application, you just put there in a note that you want to apply for the placement. And yes, the salary will be able to meet the work visa requirement. What work visa? You are getting, you will be doing your thing under the student visa. So instead of you getting a student visa for 1 year for your master's, you are getting a 2-year student visa. You can apply for graduate visa, which is another 2 years after you get your master's from Oxford Brookes. That means in this scenario, it will be like you're doing your master's for 2 years. So it will be 1 year of studies, another year of placement. And then before you graduate, you apply for your graduate visa, which is an external visa, which allows students to work in UK for another 2 more years. So in total, you get to be in UK for 4 years, 1 year study, 3 years of working experience. I answered your question.
နောက်ထပ်သိချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးများရှိသေးလားမသိဘူးเนาะနောက်ထပ်သိချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးရှိရင်တိုင်ပင်ရိုက်ပြီးလုပ်မေးလို့ရတယ်မြို့ဖွင့်ပြီးတော့လည်းမေးလို့ရပါတယ် မေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးများရှိသေးလားမသိဘူးเนาะ
Some of my friends told me that to get a placement visa, you need to find a job within the limit period. If I can't find, you need to have your visa, which is if you are referring to a graduate visa. If you're referring to graduate visa, you need to have your visa. Only then you can apply for a job. How can you secure a job without any visa? So that's not how it works. If you want to get a placement visa, what does placement visa mean? Are you referring to Oxford Brookes placement or are you referring to a graduate visa?
နောက်ထပ်သိချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းလေးများရှိသေးတယ်မသိဘူးเนาะ
So automatically to be rejected is definitely a no. Oh no, OBU master's placement year is actually a placement that is provided by the university. Okay, like for example, let's say business management program, master's in business management. When we open this application, we will assign, let's say, 10 placement. So students who have applied first, only those 10 students will get the placement. Not everyone who's applying will get it. Because why? We have secured that 10 place for a job placement. Okay, so that's why when you are applying, it's good for you to apply much earlier by March, and do let us know that you are applying for placement. Why we say that is because we want to make sure that you get a job when you are doing your master's program. So we need to have that job when you're doing it. So that's why we will provide you based on your application. So if let's say I've got 20 students who have applied for placement here, then we will try to secure 20 jobs in order before we give you an offer. Let's say we have already met the quota. Okay, for example, our application best time to apply is by March, right? Let's say you're applying to us only in May. Then we would have met that 20 quota already. So when you apply to us in masters for 2 years with the placement year, we might not offer you the placement year. Because why? We have already secured 20, our quota is finished, so you can only come to us for 1 year of your master's. Okay, so it's not like you come to us with 2 years visa and then you don't get a job and then we will reject your application or we will reject your visa. There's no such thing like that. I hope I answer you.
Oh, no.
You understand what I'm talking, right? Yeah, okay, fabulous. Thank you. Business analytics, yes, we do. Yes, you can. Masters, that doesn't mean, okay, you can apply if it's arts related to arts, but it's a two different area. Yes, you can. But if it's, let's say you have done a business program, your degree is in business, and then you want to apply for medical in masters, then definitely you need to do 2 years masters instead of 1 year. Okay. So if yours is science in geology and your desire is in telecom industry, which is engineering, so yeah, you can, because you have got a bachelor in science. You can apply for the engineering program.
နောက်ထပ်ကျွန်တော်တို့မေးခွန်းတစ်ခုလောက်လက်ခံပေးပါမယ်။မေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းတွေများရှိသေးလားမသိဘူးเนาะ There is one question. What are the requirements to get the placement here, please?
Apply. You need to apply. There's no specific requirement. All you have to do is apply. So I normally will tell the students, please apply by March. Then we will have rough idea on the university side. We will have rough idea like, oh, okay, I've got 10 students who have applied for placement here. So I will start looking for a company that can support my 10 students. So if you are applying last minute and you want to do placement, then that might not be available because we did not assign companies for more than 10. That's the scenario. So application for placement is basically based on your program and your application. That's all.
ผมမေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းတွေများရှိသေးလားမသိဘူးเนาะမေးချင်တဲ့မေးခွန်းတွေရှိရင်နောက်ထပ်မေးခွန်းတစ်ခုလောက်လက်ခံပေးပါမယ်
Actually, we are not many university provides placement here. So we are a very small group of university that provides a placement year. And this placement year might not be there in another couple of years' time because they have just opened it sometime before the COVID. So during COVID, no placement. And then after COVID, we opened that up as well. So I'm not so sure if they're going to have that placement year for another 3, maybe after the 3rd year, they might not have it. So when you're applying now, you want to get an opportunity to work, just grab it. Not necessarily you want to accept it or not. Like, for example, by March, you have not decided I'm going to be in UK for 2 years. I want to finish up fast and I want to go back to Myanmar, right? You apply first. Later on, if you decide that I don't want to do, then you can inform the university during your enrollment, which takes place sometime in September. I hope I
think-
answered the questions.
I think there is no more questions, and you give a lot of information, and we got a lot of information from you. And
Thank you.
every
If you
student.
need any information, please feel free to reach out to me through EEVS, of course. They have got my mobile number. They have got my email. If you want to find out about your application, you want to know more about the entry requirement, or if you want to know links to view our university, our videos in the website, or even join our webinars. We have got a couple of webinars which is listed in our website, but you don't know how to find them in the website. You can always give me a shout and I will share with you with the links. Okay. Righty. Is that all?
Oh. အခုတည်ကျင်တာရှိတယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ဒီထဲမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ရန်ကုန် office နဲ့ Manly office ရဲ့ဖုန်းနံပါတ်တွေထည့်ထားပါတယ်ဒီဖုန်းနံပါတ်ကိုဆက်ပြီးတော့ဒီကြောင်းလျှောက်တာဖြစ်ဖြစ်ဒီ visa process နဲ့ပတ်သက်ပြီးတည်ကျင်တာဖြစ်ဖြစ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီဘယ်လို issue မျိုးဆိုကျွန်တော်တို့စီမှာလာပြီးစုံစမ်းလို့ရပါတယ်ဟုတ်
Okay. So thank you for having me here today, and sorry for the delay because earlier I thought the webinar was cancelled, and I quickly made some calls to meet my students because today is the deadline for deposit. So a lot of students have been on call with me. So I've got like few more texting me already. Okay, thank you for the time, and if anything, just drop them a call or a text. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your attending today webinar and supporting me, supporting
Sure.
our team. Really thank you.
All right, no worries. See you soon. Bye.
See you soon. Bye.